Longer base has just been able to be more accurate and to unload a little bit easier.
Diaz is more of a slugger than he is a boxer right now. Still lacking a little in style, but he's got a big heart. He wades in and tries to land the big blows. Abdullah again missing with most of those punches. Looks like Diaz is a tough target to hit.
Oh, yeah, he gets himself in trouble. He's out of position. He needs to throw that jab and work off the jab. The jab would settle him down and get him started.
Caution to Abdullah for elbowing. 3 cautions for the same infraction, result in the boxer getting a warning, which could lead to a loss of points.
Well, there's a good sequence where he began with a left jab, Yagin Abdullah did, and then he followed it with a number of other punches.
Diaz is carrying his hands very low and catches a left hook to the head.
Yeah, he needs to throw that left.
Diaz looks like he's getting tired. His hands are really dropping. Final seconds of round 2. Diaz ducking in 2 quick right hands. Abdullah countering with a flurry. And that brings round 2 to an end. Mel Proctor with Kevin Kiley at Freeman Coliseum in San Antonio. Round 3 coming up in the 139-pound division between David Diaz of Chicago, Illinois, and Yagim Abdullah, the runner-up in this year's U.S. Championships.
Round 2 action between Yagin, who's going to be in the green, and David Diaz. Basically, this bout has been about balance. And Yagin has not been able to get his balance, but you can see him coming in here, and for one of the few times was able to pin Diaz on the ropes. Needs a little bit more of that here in the 3rd round.
Yagim Abdullah, the taller boxer at 5'11". He is in green. David Diaz in gold, only 5 feet 4 inches tall. Abdullah connecting. And a caution to Diaz.
There's that balance problem again. Lunging.
Dead even so far, 14 apiece.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I thought Abdullah had a much better 2nd round than he did the 1st.
It's very, very, very rare that you see a draw in amateur boxing. In fact, I've never seen one in 5 years of doing it. But in the case there would be a draw, the boxer deemed to be the most aggressive, the most defensive, best defense, the 2nd criterion, selected the winner, but I've never seen it happen. Caution to Abdullah for a low blow. Diaz has taken a slight lead, 18-15 over Yagim Abdullah. Good right hand by Diaz. I'm not sure these boxers realize how close the bout is. I think we see both of them get real busy. You know, I really think they both assume that each is ahead. Abdullah thinks he's got the advantage, and Diaz figures he's ahead right now.
By their very nature, I think Diaz, 4-point difference there for Diaz. He's on top. By their nature, I think Diaz is a more busy fighter. I think he's just more aggressive. Yagin is more of a boxer, and a lot of his blows have been wasted. Diaz is more direct.
Diaz landing a right hand. He has 91 amateur bouts under his belt. He's gone 84-7. 1 minute remaining in the bout. Yagim Abdullah in green, David Diaz in yellow. He is the National Golden Gloves champ.
See, that's
Abdullah, the runner-up in the U.S. Championships.
Abdullah looping now. He's getting a little tired, and he's starting to loop. And as you can see, Diaz is building up a bigger lead, 7 points, which is nearly insurmountable with less than a minute to go. Abdullah would have to just pin him on the ropes and score repeatedly to win this now.
Diaz just landed with a big right hand.
Well, you can see here late, you can see Yagin getting a little tired. He's missing, and a lot of his blows are wide blows.
David Diaz, who began boxing at the age of 9, he got beat up in a street fight. That's a slip.
Actually, that was a push. And I think David decided that it was a great opportunity to take a little rest.
He got beat up in a street fight, and his dad and brother got him into the ring. He began to box and liked it, stayed with it. Caution violation to Diaz for holding. 7 seconds remaining in the bout. And would it appear that Diaz has won this bout as he lands another right hand to the head of Yagim Abdullah.
Well, Abdullah, I think, walked into a lot of things in this bout. His balance was off from the very start. And he really said, in talking to him earlier, he said he needed to work on that. You look at David Diaz, who really took advantage of the fact that Yagim Abdullah doesn't really know yet how to use his speed and his movement. And that put him in some awkward positions, as you see right there. He comes in wide open. He doesn't have any balance. See that? He's not protecting his head. He's not scoring. He's taking blows without scoring. And he'll be upset about this. Look at the tapes and improve, because he has great physical talent and does a lot of things correctly. He's just not has not mastered his strengths yet.
And coming up, the decision at 139 pounds. These are two very young boxers. Abdullah only 18. Diaz is 17.
The winner of this contest with a score of 46-16, David Diaz.
David Diaz is the winner, 26-16 over Yagim Abdullah at 139 pounds. And now let's go back to Paul Kennedy.